excuse me. I don't know how many times I'm going to test out this dash cam streaming before I give up on it, but here I go again. Is it working? I don't know. Does anything work anymore? I don't know. I can only do what I can do, folks. All right. Oh, man. That's making me end my dash, go back. Why is it making me end the dash? I thought I got it extended. There we go. Ah, man. I'm supposed to be on there pretty soon, so we'll go back to it. On the DoorDash. DoorDash is giving me a hard time here. On the Oobs, I've done okay tonight. Had an amazing Uber Eats order come through. Not amazing, just an amazing person. I think I knew the guy. This is the advantage when you're dashing in your hometown. You run into people you know. I met two people in the store. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, dashing. They're like, what? You dash? And I'm like, yeah, I dash. Hey, man, gotta make ends meet, you know? So, so that was crazy because I met this guy and he goes, hey, Sean. And I'm like, hey. And I knew his name from the order. I can't remember it now. But he knew me. He knew me straight up. And son of a gun, if he didn't leave me a $20 tip on that Uber Eats, which already was a good one. I think it was like a $10 tip, but he increased it to $20, which I thought was just so awesome. I love it when people do stuff like that. It's just so great. And it kind of makes you feel good about people in the world. So I've been out just kind of terrorizing the north end of town. I was in the south end earlier, then I ended up over here. I like shopping this little Safeway because I seem to do really good here. The shops are small. They're usually just for booze, 1 or 2 item shops, and fairly lucrative. I've had a couple good ones, like 1 for $10 and 1 for $12, and like super fast shops, like really fast. So I am gonna park right here just for a second and see if I can't grab another one. But yeah, so great. I love it. I love it. But so I've been struggling getting this thing live today on YouTube, and I finally figured out that for some reason YouTube is rejecting the stream I'm sending it, so I have to actually create the stream on YouTube to make it work. So I create the stream on YouTube, I schedule it, and then I go into it from this app I have. It allows me to go into the stream and do it. And yeah, so anyways, I am currently, I don't know if I can edit the stream, because I don't know if I can edit who can talk in my streams. I may not have subscriber only on right now. That's another drawback. I can't figure out how to get subscriber only when I use this streaming app that's not part of YouTube. It's a third-party app, so I don't know how to turn off subscriber only chats. So yeah, I hope that people are calm, and yeah. So let's see here. Is this an actual public? Am I public right now? Let me log out. I'm kind of checking it on my other phone right now. It's going to get kind of complicated. I got to log into my other YouTube's accounts and see if it works. Well, there I am live. Yep, there I am. How do you do? Good looking. What you got cooking? So no one watching, and I'm not surprised. I'm going up against Aaron, and I'm only doing this as like a test. I'll only be on here for a few minutes, so I'm not going to be on here forever. But I am going to test it. Let's see here. So I'm not going to be on here forever. Let me test. I do hear myself talking, so it sounds like I got audio. I'm going to test. Hello. I'm going to test myself. See if that works. If you can see the chat on screen or how it's working. Yeah, it works. Okay. So I see the chat on the... So I can't see chat. The way this works is I can't see the chat on my screen, my streaming phone. I have to have another phone to see the chat, which makes it a challenge to use this to communicate with people. I can only get on every once in a while to check the chat on my other phone, because if I'm dashing and I'm using the map, it's going to be kind of hard to do that. So but that works. All right, well, okay, well, it's good to see. Put that over there. I'm going to say 9 o'clock. Give my wife a hard deadline. Should I go home and eat and go back out? Usually she's asking me a question here. The other thing is I can't mute very easily using this app. I don't know how I'm going to mute. This it makes things complicated. I know what I need. I need a remote. I need a way to remotely control it. All right, so let me just do something really quick. I am going to reply to somebody here without using my voice. Yeah. So anyway, we got a shop and deliver for Safeway, 4 items. Oh, this is going up to a little north, a little further than I like. It's 5 miles, but it's $9 for 4 units. It's not at this Safeway. It's at another Safeway, which I'm kind of irritated by, but why not? Let's go do it. We're going to go do this shop at another Safeway.
For your pickup at Safeway 709 Hickey Boulevard.
I wonder why it's doing that. Taking me to another Safeway. But it is. So we're going to another Safeway. So let's go do it. And I am going to, since I know how to get to that Safeway, I don't need the map. I can actually watch myself here live. Just make sure I'm still broadcasting. All right. Let's see here. Unfortunately, it's sent me to another Safeway. I'm kind of hungry. I wanted to go home and eat and then go back out. But I'll do this shop, knock this out. $9. Uber Eats just continues to deliver in this town. I don't know why, but we seem to be an Uber Eats kind of place. So that's that. All right. I think I am still live. Yeah, looks like I'm still live. Excellent. All right. Heading up the hill toward the Safeway. bound to lose service up here because this is a really bad part of town. So I expect this stream to end pretty soon because generally speaking, I think it's already ended. No, it's still going. But generally speaking, this part of town is pretty bad with cell service for AT&T, which is what I use, which is kind of a drag. Cell service is really spotty. I mean, it's just the topography of the area. We have a lot of hills and valleys and nooks and crannies and all sorts of stuff in this town. So coastal cell service is always a challenge, always has been. When you're on the flatlands, if you're in the valley or in the flats, generally you're going to get pretty good cell service. But when you're in the hilly areas, you're going to struggle. All right. Well, so far so good. We seem to still be live. I am still the only one watching my own chat. Excellent. I gotta watch him. I'll probably have to watch his replay. I haven't had a chance to put him on live because I've been running around. I've had him on in the background, but I haven't really been able to watch anything. I saw his, he did his totals last night. I caught that video this morning where he talked about 7-figure dasher. And I made the point of it really helps to be in an area that's not oversaturated with drivers like where I live. And you can do that kind of, you can make that kind of money, but you can also make that kind of money doing a lot of things. It's not just unique to gig work, but it is unusual because there's not a lot of gig workers who are that committed to putting in 15-hour days or whatever it takes to make that kind of money. I think he pulled down over $2,000. And the reason it's of interest to Aaron is because that's what he used to do almost on the regular a few years ago or a year ago. And it all changed like overnight. Well, maybe over months, but it felt like overnight, where all of a sudden you're inundated with a bunch of other drivers. And where are these drivers coming from? That's the question. And we know there's a lot of fraudulent drivers on the apps. We know that. And we know that because the gig companies like Uber and Uber Eats and DoorDash, they talked about it. They said, yeah, we know there's a fraud problem with fraudulent drivers, and we're addressing that. Uber Eats does it with security checks. You got to scan your face. It's irritating, but I think it's effective, and I think DoorDash should do that too. I think that's a smart thing to do. All right, I am going to take a risk that no one's going to steal my phone that's sitting here. I'm going to leave it on. I'm actually going to move the location so it'll still stream, but it will be hidden away as it does so. Kind of hidden away. There we go. And yeah, so I will go ahead and do this shop. You guys will be staring at my dash cam, and I will be back. I'm sure it's already stalling out actually because I got bad service up here, but we'll see. All right. Uber. So we got 4 items. We got cheesecake slice, Smuckers, drinks, and cozy snacks. All right, let's go do that. Cozy snacks. All right, sorry. Alrighty. How we doing, everybody? Okay, done with that shop. 6 minutes away from the drop. We are on our way. Let's go make this happen. 6 minutes, 2.4 miles. Yay. Let's go. So that was this again, bad service up here. So having issues. I'm surprised. Am I still alive? I don't think am I still alive? Let's see. Yeah, I'm still alive, I think. Alright, let's see, where am I going? I gotta go this way. Let's see here. We are going left and left again. Roger that. So thank you for being with me on this experiment. This is just a test. If this is an actual YouTube stream, no, it's actually a YouTube stream, but it's a test stream. Just for my dash cam test. Oh, can we make this light? Can we make this light? Can we make this light? We are making this light. It is yellow light. Now it's red. But we made it. We're not dead. Alright. 4 minutes, 3 minutes out. 2 miles away. It's currently 54 degrees. We're cruising at a speed of 45 miles an hour. Southbound, northbound, Highway 35. It's currently 53 degrees now. I'm wearing shorts. I'm getting cold. Grandpa. Let's see. Yeah, I'm horribly delayed for some reason. I think it's just replaying. What is this? I'm getting another one. A one-item shop for 6 miles, $13. Where is this at? Safeway at Westlake. Why not? Where's it going to go? Oh, San Francisco. I can't do it. I'm not going to do San Francisco. It's not that far into San Francisco, but I can't do it. Stop doing that to me. Let's see here. All right, coming up on the drop, quarter mile away. Got a 40 bottle case of water, and got some dessert items in the bag. Oh my gosh, they keep sending me this one. Hold on, I gotta pull over for this because I'm having a hard time focusing right now. So I got another Uber Eats shopper Safeway for 5 items going in Citrus and Woodrow Street, Daly City. 6.2 miles for $14.57 units, 5 items. They want me to shop it on Hickey. Sure, why not? Let's go. I'll do that. Let's finish this drop. So I got another shop coming up. So we are doing a drop now at this house. I gotta pull over because this car is coming up fast. And so I'm going to, okay, 932. I gotta position myself for this one. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses down.
Please leave items upstairs, in front of the door. Thank you.
Leave items. What? Okay. 932 coming up. I think I see it. 932 coming up. Let me spinner. Spinner, chicken dinner. 932, gosh. Where am I? 924. 932, I think it is. This is it, I think. I think I'm there. All right. I think I'm there. Lights on. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Ten four on that. Roger that. Okay, I'm gonna do that all over again. Navigate to the store. That was a workout. All right, we are headed back to the Safeway I was just at. Just gonna check and make sure I'm live. I'll check in on any commentary. If I watch you with the delay, it's fine. All right, let's see. Am I actually working live? Yep, I think I am. Sweet. All right. Heading back to the Safeway. Actually getting fog tonight. Haven't seen fog around here in a long time. Kind of a chilly night, 52 degrees. I don't have my, I'm gonna have to switch to my cold gear here in a minute if I'm gonna stay out much longer. I don't think I am, because I need to go to the bathroom and I need to eat some dinner. I have a dash starting and, well, I could probably dash now if I wanted to, but I'm still Uber Eatsing. But I have a dash scheduled at 9:30. I was hoping to get home and eat, but it looks like I'm going to be doing this for a minute. Yeah. And Uber Eats is just, it does it to me. Like, it does it to me. Whenever I get on Uber Eats, it just keeps feeding you those orders. And I've done, this is going to be what, my 4th or 5th Safeway shop tonight for Uber Eats. Crazy. I mean, it's digging me for the Safeway shops. And that's great on Uber. I love Uber for that. But I'm really trying to get my DoorDash numbers back up. But I can't do that if I'm not doing any DoorDash. So I don't know. I'm confused. What's happening? All right. We are 4 minutes away from, about 4 minutes, 2 miles away from the Safeway. We are cruising at 45 miles per hour, southbound 35, Highway 35. We are currently cruising with 36 miles of range left in the EV. Switching to Eco Plus mode, now we're up to 37 miles of range left. These little freeway drives, like highway drives like this, kill the battery. Driving in the city is much better. You regenerate more battery when you drive in the city. Try to knock out this shop as quickly as possible, not get hung up. The only issue at this Safeway is that there's some connection problems with the app. And one corner of the store, it just will not work. You gotta like grab your item, walk to another part of the store. They have Wi-Fi, Safeway Wi-Fi, but I can never get it to work right. It never seems to want to work, so I end up getting everything, putting it in the cart, and then going and rescanning it in the app right before I check out. It's kind of a pain, but you gotta do what you gotta do in this game. All right, we are 3 minutes away from 2 minutes. We'll call it 2 minutes away from the store. 1.5 miles. We have fog on the roads. I don't know if you can see that. We're definitely in a light fog conditions. Kind of nice, kind of mystical, wistical. Alrighty, Aaron, I apologize if I'm taking some of your viewers away. It's just a test. This is not going to be a regular thing to be broadcasting when going live when Aaron's going live. I'm trying to respect everyone's like little carve-outs of time. Not that I would compete with him very much, but trying to be respectful, and I like to go on after. But to be honest with you, I am not really into the late shift because I'm just darn tired all the time, and it's not good. It's becoming an issue for me. I need to get some more sleep. Okay, we are at the Safeway, and I am going to pull up here. Why, yes, here we go. Yes, I do park next to the cart retainers, because if you're smart, I think people are careful around the cart retainers. The cart, what do you call them? Cart corrals. And I park next to those. I don't care. I think that's totally fine. All right, I need my phone. I am going to go do this. I'll be right back. I'm going to hide my phone. My streaming phone has to be tucked away so no one steals it. Kind of hide it away here. Cubby I have set up. That's it. Should fit. There we go. Alrighty. Be right back. I have this habit of not turning my car off, and it freaks out. Okay, well, let's see here. Well, unfortunately, I had to abandon that shop. The person I was dealing with, the customer, was being difficult and non-responsive. So I talked to support and said, "Okay, we'll give it to somebody else." Hold on, support's hitting me up. Okay, yes, you resolved my issue. Very satisfied, thank you. Basically, the guy said, "Well, I'm gonna take you off of this." I don't know what that means. I'm probably gonna get a, what do you call it? Unassigned, non-completion. I started this shop, and the person was not. First of all, not responsive. She had a bunch of things on here that are just not gonna happen at, what time is it? 9:30 on a Monday night. She wanted all these hot items, all the deli fresh items, the cooked items. You're not gonna get that on a, late shop. You're not gonna get that. Why Uber Eats allows people to shop for these deli items that aren't there is beyond me. So she had like 4 or 5 of these things, and she kept adding more replacements of the same stuff. Like, no, she wanted tempura shrimp that is, number one, hard to find on a good day. Number two, she replaced it with like some kind of California roll, shrimp roll. And I'm like, no, look, this isn't going to happen. You don't understand. None of this stuff's available. And I'm trying to tell her that, and she's getting very frustrated. And finally, I just said, this isn't gonna work out. So I called support, and they said, "Oh, we understand." I guess they could see the chat, and they just immediately, like, it just disappeared. Like my app was like, "Rick!" It just said, "This offer's been reallocated," and it disappeared off my app. And then like my support chat went away, and then support just hit me up again and said, we'd like to stay on with you, but how did this go? And I said, "Okay, have we resolved the issue?" And I said, "Yes, you have." And now I'm going to look at my stats and see if I'm, I think I went dead. I think my chat stopped, guys. But that was crazy. I think my chat finally stopped. Oh well. We tried. Yeah, I'm frozen. I'm dead in the water. Chat no longer working. Or maybe you guys can hear me. Hold on. But let me see here. Let me see if I can reconnect. Yeah, that's crazy. Unfortunately, not a good thing. So I'm going to go home, kind of regroup. I think I'm going to be done for the night. I got to get some rest. I got some things to do. I got laundry to do. As much as I want to DoorDash and get my DoorDash numbers up, I think I need to go back to what I was doing. At home earlier before I went out. I wasn't planning on going out at all tonight, but I wanted to test out the streaming, see if it works, and it kind of works if I have service. But let's see if I'm still live. No, am I live? I can't tell. I don't think I'm live anymore. Am I live? Let me see here. Trying to get my picture back, guys. Hang on. Stand by. I'm going to try to get my picture back here in a second. Hold on. Let me try to get my picture back. Boink. Let's see. Says I'm connected. Let me try something here. You're going to see a bunch of weird things on my screen. Let's see. Boink. Settings. Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, it dropped. Okay. Let me kill this for a minute. All right. Stand by, guys. I'm trying to get my picture back. Hold on. Hold on. Boink. Let's see if that worked. Nope. Ah, crud. What's up? Nope. Oh. Uh-oh. What's happening? Why am I getting all this weirdness creeping up? What's happening? No, reconnect. It ain't working. Come on, Wi-Fi, connect. Let's see if we'll reconnect now. Oh, I think I'm back on. Let's see. I might be back on, boys and girls. I think I'm back on. This is crazy. All right, there we go. I think I'm back on. Hopefully the orientation goes back to widescreen. But yeah, that was crazy, that Uber Eats shop. So that's the first time I ever had to abandon a shop and pay like that. But she, you know, I didn't preview the order correctly. I thought she only had like one, but she kept adding. She added a bunch of this deli food as I was there at the store, and I hate that. I hate when they start adding things, and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And she added like some, tempura shrimp, and I'm like, well, no. And she wanted like chicken wings, and then she wanted a whole roast chicken, which they actually had the roast chickens, but those roast chickens have been there since like, who knows? Like what? Those are the last ones they make of the day, so they're probably from like 4-hour roast chickens just sitting in the heater, which is probably not sanitary, and they shouldn't do it. But so I had to. I told her that there wasn't any. I said there isn't anything here, and she just was freaking out. And I was like, I'm done. I'm so done. I gotta go to the bathroom. I can't deal with this person. So I just hit up support and said, I gotta get off this. I gotta get off this shop. It's not working out for me. I'm having an emergency. It's like they're like, okay, and it like disappeared. And I think they saw my chats with the woman, and they're like, yeah, this is not going good. And they probably saw how long I was on there, because I was on there pretty long. But real quick, I'm gonna check my Uber right now. I'm gonna pull up next to all these other gig workers parked here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 gig workers in a row. We're gig workers. Well, maybe that Yaris isn't a gig worker, but the guy in the Prius definitely is, because I see him all the time. I mean, if it's just me and him in this parking lot, which it isn't, we're good. But I'm sure there's more people in here. So let me just do a quick. I got to turn this down. You guys can probably hear my broadcast in the background. That's probably annoying. So let me see what Uber Eats says about what just happened, if I have any. So anyway, I said, I understand the order has been reallocated to another delivery person. If it's offered to you again, you may choose not to accept it. I've gone ahead and redispatched the order. I hope to provide all the assistance that you need aside from this order. Is there anything else we can assist you with? So I said, thank you. So they were quick to resolve it. And so now I'm probably going to get dinged. Let me see. I don't know if I'm going to get paid for that. They don't have to pay me, but I think their policy is to pay you. But let me just see what they're going to say. First of all, I think I did like $50 on Uber Eats tonight. And a lot of that is due to a tip, a $20 tip, which is really nice. So yeah, this shop and pay is $605. I think that's the one that I abandoned. Are they going to actually... Yeah, because No, you canceled it. Okay. So that's fine. I canceled that one, which is going to hit my rating. So let me check my rating. Yeah, so I'm at 5% cancellation rate, which is okay. That still keeps me in the pro mode. I mean, I can go above that, but 5%'s okay. There's nothing wrong with that. 5%, 95% on time, 45% acceptance rate. Those are all good numbers for Uber Eats, really, when you think about it. I've been with Uber Eats, I don't know if you can see that, 9 years, fellers and fellots, or women's. 9 years I've been with the Uber Eats. That's crazy. I wish I could make my cabin screen bigger, but I can't. I don't know how to do it. If I do this, what happens if I go like that and go like that and go like that? Yeah, I don't think that does anything. Yeah, so yeah, I'm fine. I just 9 years I've been with Uber. Wow. I've just raised my cancellation rate. It's been as high as like 7 or 8% before, so 5% I'm fine with that. As long as I stay there, I'm okay. But I just had to get off that shop. It was killing me. It literally was like, I'm just dying here, and I was just like, I had no motivation at all to do that shop at all. But anyway, I had a really good I think I mentioned it earlier in the stream, if it got captured. I mentioned that I had a really nice tip this evening. It was on a Go Sushi order earlier in the evening, which is a local Go sushi restaurant here in my town. And it was a $20 tip. Originally, it came through as like I think it came through as a the base on it was $3.85, so it came through as a $13.85, which would have a $10 tip, but he increased it to $20, which I think is awesome. And I met the guy at the door, and he said, "Hey, Sean," and like he knew me, and I know he gets my name off the app, but I felt like I knew him because he was like I forget his name, but I knew him. I'm pretty sure. I think his name was Bob, and I knew him, and I think he knew me, so I think that's why I got the extra little tippy, which is nice. $23.85. So Uber. My Mrs. Papa Gigs is telling me I need to come home and eat. Yeah, she's right. I am gonna come home and eat. So we'll do that. But we'll drive home. But the Uber was, sometimes I just get on a roll with it. Like, so that was so that one's $23. So let's see. Hold on, let me go back here. So let me recount my Uber night. So I just had a cancellation, $0 on that one. I've got a tip processing on that other Shop and Pay, which should be $9.05, so a $3 tip, maybe more. I've got a Shop and Pay for $10.08 that I did for like, and these are simple, guys. These are like one item shops, right? One item, like booze. Like I had two booze shops, one item shops, $10 for, how many miles was it? 2.3 miles. Easy peasy. Let me send a thanks for that tip. And then I had a, let's see, an $8 Shop and Pay tonight, 804, 1.5 miles, again for a booze shop. Let me send a thanks for that tip. That was a $2.50 tip on that one. Yeah, so, and then my $23, so $23, well, $24, 804, so that's 32, that's 30, call that 32, and then we've got a $10, 42, and then we got a $6, so we'll call that 50, yeah, 50 some odd dollars tonight on the Ubs. Not a bad night for the Uber. All things considered. Let me see what it's telling me, my total. And I got 4802. 4802 on the Ubs. And then on DoorDash, I had a crazy, let's see, I had two crazy long two crazy long deliveries. I had a $4, it's a little Mediterranean place over here. for some chicken, Zaza Grill. $4 Zaza Grill. It's a $3 base pay because it's only a mile away, and $1 tip on that. But it was a crazy 23-minute wait. So I calculated with California Prop 22 money, I calculated that would be about $9 for that, not $4. And then the other one was this crazy Safeway retail pickup. So Safeway does these retail pickups with DoorDash where you don't know what you're getting. You go there. I've done these. One time it was like 10 bags and like 4 things of water. It was miserable, but it was like $25. That was pretty good. This one was $8. And you just get this little thing. We don't know how many bags you're going to have, you know. And so it turned out to be 2 bags and a thing of water for $8.25. But they were still, the store shoppers who work at Safeway were still shopping the order. And it wasn't ready. And it took them like 25 minutes. So I, immediately got on support with DoorDash. I got my AI gal and I said, hey, Missy, I need to make sure that I'm not marked late. And she says, no problem. We won't mark you. This shop or this pickup won't affect your ratings. And so that was a 45-minute active time on that one. And so that one I calculated went from $8.25 with California Prop 22 mileage reimbursement and the time reimbursement. It would be like $19. So 19 and 9. So I did $28 on DoorDash tonight, and then the $50 on Uber Eats. So not a bad little, 3-hour excursion tonight. It's about 3 hours of driving around. Not too shabola. I'm gonna go home. I think I'm happy. I'll call that a night. If I'm feeling energetic, or maybe I fall asleep, take a nap, and wake up, maybe I'll go out for a little bit, but I doubt it. But it seems to be hopping. Mondays, especially a kind of a semi-holiday Monday like today, Martin Luther King Day, can be a little busy because people go out and do things, and whatever. They don't get their regular things done, and they need whatever. So it can be a little busy, which is nice. So I am gonna head for the hills, as I say. Head home, have some dinner, commune with the pets and the wife, and enjoy the rest of my night. But thanks for, if you guys hung in there, thanks for checking out. Hey, Driving Daily, what's up? Thanks for checking out my dash cam stream tonight. This is kind of an experiment. It probably looks terrible, but it was just an experiment I did tonight. And I think I figured it out. I kind of struggled with it. I had a lot of technical issues early, but I think I've finally figured it out that you have to do some, messing around with it. You have to schedule it through the YouTube app. And then I used a third-party app to stream it. And I think that instead of trying to do everything through the third-party app, I did the scheduling and setting up the stream on YouTube, and then picked it up on the streaming app. And I think that's the ticket to doing this dash cam stream. The other issue is it's not super high quality. I can see just looking at it that it's very fuzzy, so I'm not sure this is a viable option. It's just kind of an experiment. And it makes it difficult for me to participate in any of the chat because the streaming phone is consumed by my dash cam, and I can't really interact with anything on it. And my work phone is my work phone, and I think I have to do the daily driving trick and have a third phone for chat if I want to engage with people in chat. So that's the name of that tune. Yeah, I know it's choppy. I know it's choppy and not very good, guys, but it's this bad connection and just kind of an experiment. Probably not going to do this on the regular. I don't think I have the right technology for this, including like bandwidth, because I'm relying on Wi-Fi from my dash cam to my my streaming phone, which also has to stream to the internet. So I'm relying on my streaming phone to do a lot and my dash cam to do a lot, and there's a lot of potential for this to go wrong. So it's probably not an ideal setup. Plus, I look terrible in black and white, and I don't know how boring it is to watch the street. It's just an experiment to watch the point of view of the car. It's just an experiment. I think the best solution would be to have the streaming phone set up where I can just flip it, or maybe get a 2-camera setup. Ooh, I wonder if I can get an app. I'm thinking. I'm wondering if I can get an app that allows me to do front and back. I know thinking. Let me think about it. But I know like on TikTok, the TikTok app and the Instagram app, you can use both cameras at the same time, I think. So I wonder if there's a way to do that with my phone and broadcast it to YouTube. I don't know. I want to keep it all on the phone and not have to rely on, Wi-Fi from the camera to my streaming phone to YouTube. I'd rather keep it all on my phone. So if there's a way to do it on my phone, that would be great. And then I can switch out of it if I wanted to. Anywho, I'm going to call it a night, guys. I'm heading home, coming into my neighborhood. I appreciate you checking out my stream. It's going to look a little weird as I jump off on my dash cam and into my streaming app to end it, which I think it already has. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. It's still streaming. What? How can that be? I just killed the streaming app. I'm officially confused now. How can this still be streaming? So it must be streaming. How can this be? Let me see. I don't have YouTube open. Let me crash out YouTube. Maybe this will stop it. Brink. Nope. All right. Well, this is interesting. We get a little bonus content as I try to end my stream. Stick around to see if I ever end the stream. Do you guys realize I had a stream going for like 3 days? I couldn't end it. So I don't know. These third-party apps are weird. I think YouTube's gonna probably ban me because I'm sucking up all their resources. All right, let me see if I can end this thing. This is crazy. All right, let's see. Cut that down. So we go. Oh wait.